Welcome to the Scalia Laboratory for Atmospheric Analysis. We currently have a weather alert statement for you in this weather briefing that we're going to share with you, as there is a current flooding concern with the persistent heavy rainfall that we have been receiving in the previous 36 hours. So a few headlines to look out for. Some off and on showers and thunderstorms through Sunday, which can provide an additional 2 to 3 inches possible with some locally heavier amounts. And due to this, we have a flood warning in effect through April 8th at 11 a.m.
Okay, looking back at the previous 24 hours, we have received over 3.5 inches of rain. The temperature has been mostly stagnant throughout the day. Wind speed hasn't been much of a concern, but what has been a concern is the soil moisture. It's not up on here because our sensor is broken on that, unfortunately. But what we do know is that the soil is saturated, so it can't hold any more water. That is why flooding is a concern. Right now, it's 54 degrees with a few showers. Dew point is at 51. And the feels like temperature is at 54. Wind is from the north-northeast at 1 miles per hour, which is basically calm.
Current Doppler radar shows some mess of scattered precipitation locked in the south-central Ohio region. Our area in Athens is getting a few of these showers as well, though your heavier precipitation is more locked a little bit west. Throughout the evening, expect a couple more showers to push through.
Looking at tomorrow, we have temperatures in the mid-60s and staying primarily stagnant, with clouds persisting throughout the day and some light to heavy showers off and on throughout the day.
So, as we are expected to see more rainfall throughout the rest of the weekend, we can expect an additional 2 inches in our area. Further west as well, you're getting a little bit more of those higher amounts in the 3 inches. But regardless of how much Athens receives, the fact of the matter is that the Hocking River, which flows through south central Ohio, will be receiving a lot of rainfall over the next few days.
So speaking of the Hocking River, let's take a look at the Hocking River level currently and the future outlook. So as of now, the Hocking is at 19.38 feet, which is encroaching on minor flood stage of 20 feet. Looking ahead, we can see a dip in the flood level, remaining in action level, but out of the minor flood stage, but then climbing back up to a crest of 23.4 by 2 a.m. on Monday. Looking ahead at our impacts, once we reach that 20 feet, low areas, campgrounds, and private camps along the river between Athens and Coolsville, as well as low sections of Harmony Road and baseball fields in Nelsonville, adjacent to the river, will flood. Once we reach 21 feet, South Canaan Road and Township Road 605 in the vicinity of US Route 50 will flood. Glen Evan Road, as well as the Hocking-Adena Bikeway near West State Street, will flood. Once we reach 22 feet, which is entering moderate flood stage, sections of East State Street, the Ohio Route 33 south of Nelsonville, will flood. Once we get to 23, which will be around our crest, numerous homes and roads along the river, as well as several businesses and homes along West Union Street near the river, will flood. In the event that we get more precipitation than expected and the Hocking receives more water than anticipated and we reach near 26 feet, this is when we will have a serious issue and we will be near our record of 26.7. If we do reach 26 feet, that's when we have to worry about downtown Athens as well as the hospital possibly flooding.
So looking ahead, it is Mom's Day weekend here in Athens at Ohio University. So today we're going to expect a few showers scattered throughout the day with temperatures remaining in the low to mid 50s with winds roughly calm and a certain breeze. Now heading into Saturday, we'll have lows in the mid 40s with highs in the mid 60s with some periods of off and on heavier rain, especially towards the afternoon. And then Sunday, followed with rapidly declining temperatures after a cold front moves through, we'll have highs reaching the mid 40s with a few scattered showers.
So during this time of flooding being a major concern, this is a good time to touch up on the difference between a flood warning and a flash flood warning. So flood warning implies gradual flooding is happening. Take action. Persistent heavy rainfall will cause overflowing rivers, creeks, roads, etc. Now, flash flood warning is a rapid flooding expected with sudden water surges within hours or even minutes. This is take action, get to higher ground immediately. We are under a flood warning as of now, but please stay tuned to future alerts and updates regarding a possible flash flood warning. And as always, in the event of flooding issues, turn around, don't drown. A lot of the deaths we see associated with flooding events are related to vehicles. So if you approach a flooded roadway that is not already closed, please remember to turn around and find an alternate route. And as always, remember to be safe.
And don't forget to stay tuned to Sky Laboratory for atmospheric analysis and record the hotline at 740-593-1717.